Welcome in, everybody. I'm Noah Castor, and as always, I'm joined by Brandon Hudson and Darren Kinslow, and we are the Benchwarmers. I'd just like to start out by saying we do have that 500 subscriber goal. We're trying to hit that by the beginning of the season, so be sure to subscribe, and we'll come out with more videos once we get closer to that goal. With that being said, let's get right into the Titans offseason report. I mean, they've had a really good offseason. Yep. Darren, I'm going to shoot it over to you. What do you think they've done well? What can they improve on? How do you think they did?
Well, I think to start with, I think their defense is really good. Their secondary, especially with Malcolm Butler, Logan Ryan, Byard, the safety. Mm-hmm. And then they also signed Cameron Wake as well, Definitely. So I think that's going to help out a lot. And then for offense, really improved as well. They drafted Nate Davis, and they got Saffold from the Rams. Yeah. And then they drafted A.J. Brown. They already have Corey Davis, Derrick Henry, obviously. So I think a lot of their potential comes from their offensive weapons, definitely. Yeah. And I think it's up to Marcus Mariota at the end of the day. It's a contract year for him. I think he has a lot of improvement to do, especially coming off the injury. But I think the Titans are going to do really well. Adam Humphries as well for the receiving corps. So get Delaney Walker back. I mean, just thing after thing. On paper, they look really good. And I think if they can transform their offense to a more run-first, like they kind of did towards the end of the season last year, I think that's going to help Mariota. And I think the Titans are going to do really well this year.
Yeah, definitely. This is one of the teams that you've been really high on in the offseason. Brandon, I'll shoot it over to you. Do you think they can count on Marcus Mariota to have a good season this season, or have we just not seen enough from him? I don't know.
I think that's the biggest thing, mostly. I mean, just like Darren said, they have all the players on the paper, but you have to look at it. You've got Marcus Mariota as your quarterback. I'm sorry to say, but like he hasn't had a good season, or I should say a healthy season in years. I mean, that's the only thing holding you back right now. You got A.J. Brown. You got all the receiving core now. But you still have Mariota. You got to have him have a healthy year in order for this team to do anything before you can start saying, "Oh my gosh, they're playoff contenders" or something like that. They have to have Mariota step up this year, or it might be time for him to say, "Hey, we got to get someone else to come in here because we've got a team now. We just need that quarterback spot to
He's got a lot
get it to the receivers."
Definitely, especially coming on a contract year. Hopefully he has a really good season. I just wanted to shoot it to you guys. That division is looking pretty tough with the Colts, Jaguars. Yeah, I mean, with the Texans too. I mean, how well do they do compared to those other teams? Like, it's a really good division. What do you think happens?
The Jaguars... I've said this before. I think it could go either really good or really bad with Nick Foles coming in, a brand new quarterback. I think the Colts won the division. I think
for sure
showed out last year.
I'll admit that one. I definitely see him with the cap space, everything.
Yep.
The way Andrew Luck played last year. If he keeps up a healthy season, that's gonna be bad news over there, especially with all Eric Ebron, T.Y. Hilton still going off. Yep. I mean, they've got the players. They've stepped up. Even as a Texans fan, I'll even admit I'm scared of the Colts. Biggest one out of the whole division.
Yeah, they're going to be very good.
So if I have to put them at a rank in their division, I would put them at probably second behind the Colts. I know that's fairly high. Yeah. But with the Jacksonville Jaguars and Nick Foles, I think there's a lot of unknown there. Their defense is still really good. Yep. And I think the Texans, I don't think the Texans are going to be bad by any means. I just think that their division is going to be a lot better. So I think they may fall to last place. But I could see it going. I could see them landing second or third with the Colts winning.
Definitely. Brandon, what do you think? Where do you think the Titans land in their division?
I'm going to kind of shock you guys on this one.
Oh boy.
I'm going the Colts first. I'll go Titans second, like what Darren says. Okay. I don't know. I can't really agree with you guys on the Jacksonville thing. I really can't. I know it's third? I know it's Nick Foles there. Kind of wanted to pull something. Foles. Yeah, big
Nick Foles.
Big Nick Foles. But it's just I don't see him really fitting in well with the Jacksonville Jaguars, honestly. So I got to go Texans next and Jaguars. But it could work out either way. Jacksonville could end up pulling out something and taking second.
Yeah.
It's just one of those kind of divisions. But I just don't see, when I look at the Jaguars, I still just don't see anything out of it, honestly. But Tennessee Titans, I will give it to them. They have stepped up. I mean, no scene last year, but all they got to do is have Mariota have healthy season. If not, then I'm taking Texans over the Titans. It's just depending on that.
I mean, definitely. You see all the injuries that the Titans had last year, and they're still one game of beating the Colts from making the playoffs. Which is really impressive with Mariota with a shoulder injury. Obviously, Delaney Walker being out, their number one target on offense. I think, obviously, the Colts, I think, are going to win the division. They're just too good. Andrew Luck is just a franchise quarterback. He's one of the elite ones. I'm going to have the Jags taking second. I'm a big believer in Nick Foles. I really am. And then I'm going to have Titans at third, Texans at 4. But honestly, it's another division like the NFC North where I could see, the Texans taking first. I could see the Colts taking.
Deshaun Watson comes out of nowhere. Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, if Deshaun Watson has a season like he started, I mean, I don't know. Like this division, anybody lands anywhere, I won't be surprised at all. Every one of these teams has the potential to be a playoff team. Mm-hmm. So, obviously, I think the Colts take first, Jags second, Titans third.
Yep,
that's what I think. So,
I think the Titans are just a sleeper team. And
yeah, you've been a big supporter of them. Who knows? You never know.
I don't know. That's a stretch, but I don't know. I think it's going to be a good year for them.
It's going to be an interesting division. I'm excited to see how this one plays out. It's going to be fun, especially for you as a Texans fan, Brandon.
Yes, it's going to be very fun.
It's going to be very fun. All right.
Stressful.
Even though it's not good, actually.
You never know, dude. Deshaun Watson, you never know.
I'm not expecting anything big out of this season, to be honest. I mean, we kind of rebuilt after losing Tyrann Mathieu and a bunch of other guys on the defense, so I'm not really worried about it. This year, I can see it going either way. We're either going to do really good or we're going to do really bad. We got a few offensive linemen, so it's going to be something interesting. But I'm not expecting nothing big. I don't care if we take first, second, and third. Heck, we could take last. I really don't care. It's just
zoinks.
It's just one of those things that you just got to rebuild. Yep. It's just that rebuild process after losing your defense. I mean,
I think this division's going to come down to the wire towards the end of the season. Mm-hmm. It's going to be really fun to watch, like it did last season with the Titans and Colts. So it's going to be fun to watch. I think that's all we have on the Titans offseason reports. Yeah, we have the Steelers coming up next. Be sure to click on that video. Be sure to subscribe. We do have that goal. It's been the Benchwarmers, guys.
Deuces.